I began my pantry project on March 2nd, 2023.
All right, so today we are creating a pantry. This is the base, these are the sides, some pantry stuff. These are the nice plywood sheets that I had to go and buy for a second time because the first ones that were sent here this morning were of a floor quality, not a finished quality. This is actually the bad side. This is the nice side. See? No knots. And that is Simon outside taking care of it. We're going to be using these boards over here that originally were purchased to do this section of the roof over the gallery, but we had quite a few of them left over, and we can say goodbye to this bookcase which served as our pantry for a little while. These are all the items that we're going to be storing in there, and that's Lisa working. Hi, Lisa. All right, so this is the second day, not a sequential day, but the second day that he spent on the building. Look at all these tools over here. Look at this, all the way to the ceiling.
The hopeful enthusiasm I had felt at the start of this project was now going to be crushed as I discovered multiple disheartening mistakes that Simon made.
Right, so today I have to go and put some caulking over here because there were some cracks. I have to do the sides here. See a black line? It's the moment you have to put some caulking. And I'm going to come in and caulk all these cracks over here. Like this one, for instance. It's pretty darn big. It's pretty freaking glaring. And that wasn't caulked. This wasn't caulked. And so over here I had to cover this up with plaster. And I'm going to fill up these holes as well. None of these holes are covered. There's a big ass hole that I have to fill up. So over here, he had put some quarter rounds. This one finished off at an angle. And this one was flush with the wood. Because the wood isn't cut straight. It's extending a little bit more over here, so it was able to cover the front part of the quarter round. But over here, it doesn't come out far enough.
The cuts here needed to be angled to hide the lines, plus there was leftover quarter rounds long enough to fill the space, so cuts were not needed. This did not need to look like shit.
This is not supposed to wiggle. Why is this wiggling? It's not even here. Another piece that's moving. The hell's up with this man? Jesus Christ, he used the finishing blade. Why is it torn up like that? So now what I need to do is take this tool and knock down these finishing nails that are here. They were holding the quarter round in place. Why are these nails not recessed? There are more nails that I need to recess. So when he did his caulking, he left some over here. His wood putty is not done properly. He didn't use a higher grade to get rid of the scratches on the wood grain. This here curves out right here.
Despite using a table saw, the edge of the counter is not straight as is seen with the use of this straight piece of wood.
I really wish this wasn't this kind of video. Really not happy with this.
Because of all of these mistakes, I decided to check other things I had asked Simon to work on. The copper tape fiasco in the pipe in the loft that he covered badly was not a one-off. This badly applied excessive amount of plaster and this bad cut were also not one-offs. This molding wasn't nailed in, so I asked Simon to take care of it. He failed to go and look at the molding on the other side, which was also not nailed in. So he really only focused on this one side, but he didn't go over to the other side where he would have seen that it was completely loose.
So I've pretty much just finished caulking every joint. I filled up every hole. I just need to sand, take the surface here a little bit more. And then it's painting time. Yay! Alright, so everything is sanded and everything is wiped down. I vacuumed, moved all the dust. I've protected this area that I don't want to have any paint on, as well as the floor. So now it's time to paint. Okay, so I've primed the pantry. I didn't do the sides because that involves cutting and I really don't want to cut primer. I'll just put 2 coats of paint there. Well, I'm going to put 2 coats of paint everywhere, but it should be fine. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. I've prepped the work site for tomorrow, so everything's nice and clean when I get started. I do have 2 corrections to do. There's right over there, you can see a little bit of a black line. Maybe you can't see it, but anyways, I can. And then there's, whoop, is there another one over here? No. And then there's this guy over here that needs to be tapered because when Simon put the wood here, he didn't make it flush with the edge. So this is day 2 of the painting, and this is where we're at. And you'll notice that all of my tools are super clean. Oh my God, there's one little stain on it. It's not gonna cause all these dry pieces of paint to then get caught on the roller and be transferred over to the shelves. I'm not interested in that garbage. And over here, I wrapped up my roller, a brush. I got some coleslaw paint. This over here, it's nice and sealed. So all my tools are ready to go for the second round. It is completed. I put down these shelf liners. One person left a 1-star review because they pop up like this. The caulking that I used to fill up the spaces originally, it cracked, so then I had to come along and put one that is non-paintable, but it's white. I might switch things around eventually. Like, I don't think I'm going to be using my pressure cooker all that much. I just wanted to get all my boxes emptied because I like to keep my house nice and neat. I don't like to have things lying around. I was able to clear up the space over here, and that's it. And look at that. It's over. C'est fini.